The E-Type enters the shop under its own dead weight.
Years of neglect show immediately. Nothing is touched before it's recorded.
Even the view forward has collapsed.
The cabin tells its own story of collapse. The heart is exposed for the first time.
Nothing here moves freely.
Support comes before scrutiny.
Stability is non-negotiable.
Decay stops where the metal still answers.
Every contact point matters.
These tires won't turn again.
Nothing comes apart without a plan.
The baseline is set.
Old oil carries old damage. Nothing inside is trusted yet. The system starts to separate. The system starts to separate. Nothing drops uncontrolled.
Old rubber resists its last job.
The underside opens up.
Rotation ends here.
Mass is always managed.
The drivetrain starts to come apart.
One link removed.
Nothing reusable is rushed.
Power paths are cut.
The heart loosens its grip.
Removal is now inevitable. The weight is finally carried. The car exhales its core.
Every inch is negotiated.
Now it can be judged honestly.
Inspection begins at the core.
The engine finally opens.
Time has been cooking everything inside.
Wear patterns tell the story. Nothing fires without clearance.
Plugs confirm long silence. Breathing stops before rebuilding begins.
The engine opens further.
Years of incomplete combustion remain.
This seal hasn't moved in decades.
The engine's core is fully exposed.
The separation is complete.
Moisture won this battle.
Patience replaces force.
Gravity changes perspective.
The last barrier to the crankshaft.
Years of residue finally let go.
This oil stopped flowing long ago.
The foundation shows its scars.
Each piston is freed one by one. Force measured and controlled.
The engine finally gives way.
Every part tells a cause. The pattern repeats. Progress is slow, but certain. Nothing remains hidden now.
The crankshaft is next.
Road marks tell a long story. The engine core is now empty. Only structure remains. Rebuilding starts with purity. Heat and chemistry do the hard work. The true surface finally shows.
No moisture is allowed to stay.
Numbers decide the rebuild.
Correction replaces compromise. Structure comes before beauty. Factory lines are the only truth. Force guided by numbers.
The spine stands straight again.
Corrosion has no place to hide. Clean metal is the only foundation.
Strength is rebuilt, not hidden.
Repairs disappear into structure.
Bare steel is sealed immediately.
Bodywork begins at the edges.
Every layer comes off.
Nothing fragile stays during metalwork.
The old skin comes off.
Lines are rebuilt by hand.
The curve returns.
Clean lines start with protection. The surface is unified.
Imperfections will reveal themselves.
Precision replaces guesswork.
Color comes last.
Nothing loose is allowed under paint.
Shape absorbs light.
Coverage becomes uniform.
Peaks.
Strength returns piece by piece. Life goes back into the frame. The core is locked in place. Signals find their paths again. The voice of the car is rebuilt.
Comfort follows function.
The car can read itself again.
Stance returns.
Flow is restored safely.
Lubrication replaces corrosion. Electric life returns. The moment arrives. Life announces itself again. The internals are protected. Nothing escapes unnoticed.
Answers accurately.
Everything settles into balance.
The Jaguar stands alive once more.